How's it going, everybody? It is your boy Beanbig, and we are back at it again today with another video. Two boys
Two boys at the
talk
Pokemon
about the
movies.
Pokemon movies. So over the course of 2 goddamn years,
Yep, we
we watched all the
start
Pokemon
this
movies.
started this in 2020.
Very unfortunate timing, to be honest.
Very
'Cause
unfortunate
we were watching
timing.
we were watching them in person.
um,
And then we couldn't leave our homes.
yeah. So that put a little bit of a delay on things. Um, and then we finally picked it back up like end of 2020, like around, I think, right?
Yeah,
Around the end of 2020, start of 2021, and then it just took us
it took us
quite
a
a
long
while
time.
to just get through all of them.
Yeah. It is what it is.
There is 23 of them.
There's 23 of them. This fucking franchise has a lot more movies than a lot of other long running anime series.
About a movie every year for the
Yeah.
last
23 years.
yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
I mean, because what, the Mew movie came out, or the Mewtwo movie came out
I
99,
think it came out in 99, yeah.
and then 2000, obviously, and
Yeah,
then just
and
from
then just
there,
from there it was a movie every year,
yeah, and then
essentially.
there's the black and white movie, which count
Okay,
as
I guess
one.
yeah, that
I
counts as
mean, they
one.
count as two technically,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that does count as two.
but it's
Yeah,
it's one basically.
yeah, but we watched them all. I don't, I don't know. We watched them
All of
all,
them.
so you don't have to. All right, this is
So,
this is the direction we're going with this video.
great,
Even though we're
great.
not going to be that in depth about all the movies, but because I mean, like, how do you really get in depth about? I mean, like,
I
there
mean, we'll get
isn't really
into
that
it.
much to talk about for each film, honestly.
No, it's
Um,
they're Pokemon
they're
movies. You
Pokemon
kind of
movies. They have,
you watch one, you kind of know what to
yeah,
expect from
you
all
really
of them.
do. There are some outliers on here.
For sure, for sure.
So yeah, all right, let's just get started. Pokemon, the first movie.
First movie.
You know, I this is the nostalgia pick, right? I feel like if we don't rate this legendary, everybody's gonna roast us. But I honestly don't think it's a legendary.
I don't think it is either. Um,
I don't think it's. I don't think it's mid.
no, it's definitely
No,
not
it's
mid.
not mid.
It's good.
It's good. It's pretty fun. The dub is
I mean,
legendary. I will give it
yeah, the
that.
original, like, brother, my
My
brother.
brother, like yeah. I mean, like
That scene actually goes pretty hard.
it
I'm not
is.
gonna lie.
I do have a little bit of nostalgia for this movie, but really not that much, man. This is not the movie I rewatched the most as a child.
No, no. I mean, like, I was nostalgic for it, but then I rewatched it and I was
But then
kind
we
of like,
rewatched it, and it's just like, yeah, it's
it's pretty
okay.
good.
You know, it's legendary. This is probably the one you know the most about if you're watching this video, honestly.
Probably.
I mean,
I mean, I
yeah,
feel like everybody who knows Pokemon has seen this movie. I feel
yeah,
like.
it's a fine film. Um, Obviously, there's a different rate at which we're ranking these movies. We can't really rate them as genuine films because
No,
many of
because
them would be in the mid to forgettable tier.
yeah, if you're talking about as actual films, it's they're not they're Pokemon movies.
Yeah,
They're not
but for,
highbrow
for
highbrow fiction.
for a Pokemon film, the first one's fine, and as a fucking default proxy, I'm putting that right next to it as well. Because I don't have much to say about Strikes Back other than yeah, it's the first movie, but again,
Yeah, it's it's literally basically just the first movie, like, shot for shot. Although I don't like the beginning part that they added. Um, with the whole Mewtwo scene about him just like I don't know. I feel like the first movie does it better. Mewtwo gets out, the whole island explodes. Mewtwo doesn't have to. You don't have to
Yeah,
show Mewtwo
Loki. I
fights in the
wish
beginning.
they put in Mewtwo's dream in baked it into Strikes Back, the remake film.
Oh yeah, that would have been good.
Because that, I mean, that's just an obscure piece of media. We're not ranking any of the. We should maybe we should watch them all, the Pikachu previews, the Pika previews that start before all these movies. We didn't really watch any of them, but I
Uh,
remember watching them growing up, and I know a few of them.
hmm.
All right, on to the next film, Pokemon 2000.
2000. Um, legendary
Yeah,
tier,
it's a
bro.
straight legendary, bro. I'm not even finna lie to you guys. This movie is so fucking good for no reason. It has this like, oh, it's got this fire momentum to it. Like
It
it's just a
really does.
ride the whole way through.
Like it starts and then just keeps
It just
going.
keeps going. The only L that this movie takes above every other film, except for when we get to like Gen 5 onward, is no Brock. Because this is the only
That's
movie with Tracy
true.
in it.
That's the only. Yeah, that is the only movie with no Tracy or with Tracy
With
in it.
Tracy, no Brock.
There's no Brock. Damn.
Yeah, that's the only L that this movie takes. But honestly, I mean, it's an L I'm willing to take. This is peak Team Rocket. Team
Oh yeah,
Rocket
Key Rocket's actually like plot
actually part of
relevant
the
for
plot.
most
They
of it.
actually help out the team. The villain is Giga Chad. Like
The villain is a Giga Brain. Like, oh my god.
he
The
feels like
whole like
a JRPG villain. He's even got like a flying fortress. What the
just it's so good, man. Like it the
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 dub
whole
again,
like the
legendary.
whole legend, the whole like adventure part of it, it's like it all works. Like the whole final battle is really good too, like well animated. Like
Bro, the world shall turn to ash. Is all I need to say about this damn film to tell you that this film is fucking legendary. Oh my god! And I know that's dub only, but I mean we watched all these movies dub only, so we can't write the Japanese.
right, right. It's such a dumb line though.
Oh my
It's so
god!
good though. It's so good. It's perfect as far as a Pokemon
It's
movie goes, in my
really
opinion.
good. It's so good.
Uh,
Oh, all right. Moving on to the next Pokemon 3, the movie. What's fucking stupid ass name? The fucking. So I don't even remember what the subtitle. I know it has a subtitle, but I don't even give a
it
fuck. I'm putting it
does have
above
a
the
subtitle.
first movie for me. Um,
Uh, yeah, yeah. I think. Mm, yeah, I
it's
don't
a
know.
little close. I think what I like more. I mean, I said this going into it while you're watching it, but I think what I like most about this film is it's definitely one of the more unique premises for a
Yeah,
Pokemon film.
for
Uh,
sure.
there's not a lot of films where. I mean, most of these movies, there's not a film where there's no villains. Eh,
True.
in this movie, the villain is a little girl, just sort of lashing out and being a little girl, but with the power of the unknown backing her up. Um,
Yeah, she's
but
got god powers.
but yeah, I think it plays really interesting. I think it could be a little. It's a little weirdly paced. I think it's a little boring in spots.
Yeah, I think the that ending fight went on for like way too long.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. That Charizard battle was like.
it was like
Oh,
10 minutes,
it was
man.
so long. There's only so much I could watch Charizard fly and dodge
Yeah,
fire. Like,
and do flamethrower and
yeah,
like it's cool, but man, it just drags on at the end there. Um, I think it's below the first movie for me, but it's still pretty good. It's
it's
got those
good.
emotional moments,
Yeah,
like a lot of emotional moments.
it's got a really
Um,
like I don't know. It's got a really like sort of deep plot for probably the deepest sort of themes for a Pokemon movie was the idea of dealing with loss.
it's
Um,
definitely up there.
as a little
Yeah,
girl, I don't think. Yeah, we'll get to other ones, but it's definitely up there. As as one of those. All right, yeah. So that's Pokemon the movie 3. All right, next we got Pokemon Forever going in straight trubbish here. Do not watch this damn film. This film is fucking garbage, dude. Holy.
I want to like this film,
I
man.
want to
I
like it
want to
because
like this
I
film.
remember liking there's some aspects of it that are unparalleled.
Yeah, there's some aspects of it that are really good. Like Celebi. Celebi's
Celebi,
great.
there's the time travel aspect. We meet Young Oak in this film,
Yeah,
which
he's
is
like a main character in
which is a
this.
really cool idea. But the
Yeah.
villain is mid. And the unfortunate thing about it is the movie starts with this dope ass villain on a motorcycle with a Houndoom. And then he's just gone after like 10 minutes. Like he's not even the main villain of the film, and the main villain is weak as fuck. Like I can't even remember him at all. Like
Yeah, it's like this Team Rocket guy, but he's got like dark balls that catch Pokemon and then turn them into evil
into
Pokemon that are
evil Pokemon.
stronger.
I wonder if this tied in with. Nah, it'd be too soon. Yeah,
To like
XD.
XD, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be too soon. I feel like that was definitely a Gen 3 game. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
this movie is straight trash. And oh my god, I don't know. The Pokemon animators were like, oh my god, CGI exists now.
CGI in
3D
2000 in
animation.
2004? Oh baby.
Oh baby, so the entire the
The
entire
entire
final fight is all
final lap.
CGI, and it
Oh,
looks garbage.
it's so gross, man.
It's
It's
so
just they use
disgusting. And then Ash is
I,
so
I
dumb in
get
this
what
film
they were
too.
going for, but like, man, it just did not. They did not have the technology to pull that off back
Nah,
then,
they were
or
way
they
too
did, but they did not have
ambitious.
the team. Yeah, too
Too
ambitious
ambitious with
for that.
that CG too soon. Oh
Ugh.
my god. Alright, next we got Pokemon Heroes. I begrudgingly kind of have. Who I don't know. Is it mid or good?
It's it's I think it's a mid.
I think I begrudgingly this was my fan favorite as a kid,
Yeah.
it is like it is fine for like the first half of it.
Yeah. Yeah. The first bit of it is pretty good. Not super interesting, but not like just kind of vibey.
I think it has one of the better like opening moments theme song wise with the whole race through the water city.
Yeah.
Um,
that was pretty cool. Pretty
but
cool like sequence there.
but speaking of CGI villains, I mean like honestly the CG was a big upgrade for this
Yeah.
movie compared to the
I
last
mean, I
one.
feel like they just used it better.
Yeah, they
Like,
used it on an actual machine instead of a big tree monster, which was what they used it for in the last movie.
yeah.
So it low key fits a little more. But when I tell you that the defense system of Altier, and that's jet ass what it's called, is the villain of
hmm
this film. Like Annie and Oakley are like good Team Rocket villains, but I
Yeah,
can't really call them the villains of the
they're
film.
not really villains. Yeah.
They were just out to get the jewel for money, right? But
hmm
but the defense system of Altier is the most bullshit like writing I've ever seen in a film, possibly ever. That
Like,
shit.
let's just make this thing a control. The locks around the city, like you can close doors around the
Close
city that
fucking
shouldn't
alleyways.
gates and everything. Um, and then it could also bring fossils back from the dead.
Yeah, don't worry about that one.
Um, yeah, don't worry about that one. That's just built into the
And
machinery. I
if
mean, they
that's
got
not
technology.
enough, it controls the ocean entirely.
Just control the tides
It
of the
control the
ocean. Like,
tides of the ocean and make that shit recede so far back that when it shuts off, it'll destroy the whole city. God, who developed this thing?
this thing,
Who
man.
thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. I don't
They
know,
just kept
man.
going and going with it, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, and then I mean, Latios and Latios were they're cool,
I
but they're
like them. I like.
kind of,
Yeah,
as far as legendaries go, they're not very
yeah.
interesting.
I think it's interesting
Particularly.
because they made Latias a shapeshifter in this movie.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Um,
That was interesting.
and the movie ends with Ash receiving a kiss from the main girl. But you don't know if it's beyond,
Latios.
if it's really her or Latias, which is kind of strange to think that a Pokemon kissed him.
Who
Um,
knows?
but who knows? Yeah,
Yep. I
the
don't
movie,
really know what to say.
the movie's fine.
hmm
It's mid. It's mid. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this one?
Jirachi Wishmaker.
Oh, Jirachi. Huh.
Um, you see, I don't know, cause you know what? I might have to throw it in forgettable.
Yeah. I was like,
Cause
I was
like
like trying to think of it. I didn't even
the
realize
only
it was
scene
the
I
next
can
movie.
remember is literally the festival being built,
Right.
them finding Jirachi, and then okay, Groudon is in the movie, but it's not even like real Groudon. It's like fused with chaos from Sonic Adventure Groudon.
Yeah, it's like fake Groudon. Um,
But I
yeah,
mean,
I was like trying to think of scenes from the movie, but then I'm like, I'm thinking a lot of these are like actually from the Manphy movie instead.
yeah, it's
Um,
like I don't. It's just a forgettable film.
it it's got some fun
It's
moments, I
got some
guess.
fun
That
moments.
fake
I
Groudon's
like
cool.
Jirachi.
Yeah, Jirachi is pretty fun. Um,
Absol's in the movie. I remember that. Flygon is in
oh
the film
yeah,
at the end. That's cool.
yeah, interesting. Um, the 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 the, the villain is kind of
Yeah, he was just a fucking team. What, a Team Aqua reject? A Team Flame
Team
reject?
Mag. Yeah, he was just a Team Magma like scientist who was fired
Who
because
was
his
fired
idea wasn't working, and so
because
he's like,
fuck you guys. I'm gonna make
he's
my idea work.
yeah,
And then and then his girl got took, and he was like, ah, oh, fuck, maybe I was wrong.
yeah, maybe creating a maybe making Groudon out of Jirachi power is a bad idea. Mm.
I don't know. Yeah,
Uh,
it's just a forgettable movie. Not as bad as Forever.
no,
Uh,
it's more. Yeah, I mean, it's just forgettable.
yeah.
I don't know.
All right, here we got Destiny Deoxys, our second legendary tier.
Oh yeah, baby.
I will be taking no questions. This movie starts with one of the sickest fight scenes in anime.
Straight up.
With a y'all, hey, y'all remember when fucking Goku instant transmissions behind Cell? Yeah, that happens in this movie.
Oh my god. Fucking the two Deoxyses versus Rayquaza. I love that that's the main conflict of this movie, first of all. There's no villain.
There's no
It's
villain.
literally just Deoxys and Rayquaza beefing the
Beefing
whole movie.
the whole movie. And then you got your memorable Pokemon moments, just Pokemon fun time, vibing in the advanced city. Um, I
Yeah, like it's a really cool setting. I actually really
it
like it.
is a really cool setting, and you have a really decent cast that is only in this movie.
Yeah, like do we actually have a decent movie only cast? Like I forgot about them, but they're like I didn't forget about them. That's the thing.
Yeah,
um, like and then you have the child
yeah,
who's like traumatized of Pokemon. Like he's
yeah.
scared of Pokemon.
That's an interesting
Like
idea for the Pokemon world. You wouldn't think of people who don't like Pokemon or have a fear of Pokemon living in a Pokemon world. I think.
yeah, because
Um,
like every game, it's just like, oh man, I love this. I love my partner. He's my
yeah.
Pokemon. They always have him in the houses, but then like, yeah, you got this dude who's like actually scared of Pokemon because he had
I
a
mean,
traumatic
okay,
incident.
he watched two legendaries battle in front of him, and also, he almost got killed by a stampede of Walreins or
He
whatever
almost
they're
got
called.
Lion Kinged.
He
Yeah,
almost got Lion. He dead ass almost got Lion King. Yeah, he was going through it. I'm not finna lie.
yeah, no,
Uh,
I get it. It's very understandable.
and then there's a section of this film that's just like a almost like a zombie flick in a way where they're trying to hide from Deoxys and grab
yeah,
food.
yeah, because Deoxys is like trying to protect everybody from Rayquaza, but like without telling everybody, like
Yeah,
nobody
Deoxys just taking
knows.
everybody away and putting them in a spot. Um, but obviously the main cast doesn't know that. But
Yeah. But so they're all like, "Oh, Deoxys is trying to kill us. Like, what the fuck is Deoxys doing?" Um,
yeah,
and yeah, it's really good. Like the setting, like the whole scientific city kind of turning against them too is like it's just really good. A whole lot, of bunch of ideas.
hmm
Really good ideas here.
and really well executed. This is definitely a legendary film.
Definitely, like yeah, one of the one of the best.
All right, moving
Alright,
on.
what is this
We
one?
got the Lucario and the Mystery of Mew movie.
Ooh. Um,
Um, hmm. I might have to throw it a mid.
really?
Maybe it's good actually.
I
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's
I
good.
think it's
I think
good.
it's,
I think it's good.
I might even
Um,
put it top of good for me, but I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to remember this film. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I like about this film, but
Hmm.
oh well, you know what? I guess you know what? Just for the Reggies, I gotta do this. Just
Yeah, Reggie's popped
just
off.
for the Reggies, we got some cool moments with Ash learning how to use aura in this film. Which will
Lucario's a cool protagonist, I feel like,
yeah,
too.
Goku.
Yeah, Goku, I forgot.
It's voiced by Goku. Um,
Hmm. Hmm.
you have an interesting idea. What's the time flowers that can recall moments from the past?
Yeah, that is super cool. Um, and of course, the whole Pokemon War
Yeah,
in the past, like that's like something we always hear about, but it's like we never really get to see, and we get to kind of see some of that in that movie, in this movie. And I think that's super cool.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. But
yeah, I mean, like the Reggies, yeah, the Reggies pursuing them. Mew also vibing in the movie.
Mew stays vibing in whatever movie he's in.
Yeah, the castle scenes are a whole lot of fun for me.
Yeah,
They're just a lot of I like the setting. It's like
Meowth
a
has a
freaking
pretty good
like
role
a
in the
castle.
film as well, which I like. He gets to vibe
True.
with Mew for a while.
Yeah, he gets to translate and whatnot. Yeah,
um,
it's a fun movie.
just a fun film. Yeah,
Hmm.
I can agree with that. Okay, you see,
What is this one?
I am. This is a Mandy film.
No,
I,
oh, the Pokemon Ranger.
I am torn, and this might be this might be a little range. I'm torn between legendary or straight rubbish. I'm not sure. Because
I was about to contest you on that, but then I'm like, no, nope. That is also
like
that is also my thoughts on it.
yeah, okay, I'm just gonna leave it up here for right now. But like, this is the weirdest fucking Pokemon movie
This
in
is
the whole lot.
definitely the most unique Pokemon movie.
It's so atypical, so much so that it doesn't even have a theme song at the beginning of the movie. The movie just starts.
Yeah, the movie just starts. Like, there's no like you. At this point, we were like, it was the Pokemon movies were pretty good, but they're getting kind of formulaic, right? Like you can
Yeah,
kind of like, okay, this is gonna happen, on this is gonna happen. They're gonna have a vibe scene here and whatnot. This movie just throws it all out the window. This is
just
like,
fucking. Okay, first off, you have great May character writing. May becomes like a mother to Manaphy in this movie. Like,
God, yeah, that was that.
um, fucking Ash switches bodies was okay. First off, this is the only Pokemon Ranger film technically,
Yeah,
and the Ranger guy is a Chad. Like this man,
he's an absolute Chad.
straight Chad. He has banger line after banger line, bro. If you don't understand the
His lines are
vitamins
so
joke, then
funny.
you've never seen this movie.
Oh my god, this movie's so funny. His lines are so funny.
Do you take your vitamins?
Did you take your vitamin? My god. And then like even the villains are like
Yeah,
kind
the
of
villain's like
interesting.
a pirate dude who's got
He's just
super
like,
hearing apparently.
yeah, or something. He's like revealed that he's like biomechanical attachments, but
Yeah,
he kind of just solo like he doesn't even use like Pokemon that much. He just kind of solo beats people down
yeah,
in
he
this
kind
movie.
of does. This movie is hella violent for no reason, Loki. Like, and for a Pokemon movie, Ash
It is.
Ash literally undergoes a transformation in this film. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, okay, he sort of learned aura in the Lucario film, but in this movie, he fucking becomes the Sea King. I don't know. He became the king of the pirates before Luffy did. I don't know how else to.
God, yeah, that whole final section of the underwater city, like,
He literally
what?
becomes Aquaman if you want to put it in a different perspective. Like, he's able to
Yeah,
communicate with all the water Pokemon. He brings all of them up. He's able to.
he
The way he
summons
fucking
Kyogre.
swims through the water is just ridiculous.
He he's swimming through the water like jets with like jet speeds. He can control like streams of water. It's like, and then he just beefs it, just dukes it out with the main villain. It's like, what? You're not even gonna use Pokemon? You're just gonna duke it out?
Yeah,
Like, what?
it's ridiculous. This movie is something else, dude.
Yeah, and again, the whole May Manaphy thing. Like, she like has like she gets really attached to it, and she's like, damn, I gotta let my kid
It
go.
gets actually genuinely touching, and like what when they have to say goodbye for real.
Yeah, it is probably the most unique Pokemon movie.
Yeah,
It's worth a watch if you're if you're thinking of watching some. It's
it's definitely worth a watch, man.
yeah, it was a breath of fresh air. All
uh,
right, what is this one?
this is the Dark Ride film.
Oh, um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
used to like that movie. But then I just kind of,
it's
I
it's
don't know.
it's not a horrible film. It's not straight
No,
rubbish, but I don't know, man. It really is kind of forgettable. For a movie about Palkia and Dialga clashing, um, I don't know. I think I would remember it more, to be honest with you.
yeah, I mean, I think it's like it's pretty cool, like premise. Dialga and Palkia are just beefing, um, and then the whole town just starts to evaporate.
Yeah.
Space time is collapsing, and Darkrai's getting them to stop them. But I feel like just not a lot happens.
Nah,
We're
I mean,
kind of just stuck in the one
the
location for the
town
whole.
folks are all confused. A guy gets his body switched with his licky tongue.
Yeah,
I don't even know. Like, what was the solution? They had to play one of the musical things in the tower, and that
I don't
saved the
remember.
day. I can't remember how they stopped them from killing everybody.
I think I actually fell asleep for a lot of this for like a good portion of this
I
movie.
even like I used to watch this movie all the time back in the day, but even thinking about it, I'm trying to remember how they stopped Palky and Dialga from doing what they did.
Yeah, I don't
I
remember.
remember the towers. They had like these musical notes. They popped it in to the system.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
my lullaby or something. I don't remember. But it was yeah, it's a cool concepts, but like just not a cool enough concept to carry the film. Like
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, just again, not a lot happens. I feel
Not a
like.
lot happens.
Oof.
Um, oof. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cole. I'm gonna have to throw it in mid, bro. It's better than this one.
Nah, that's fair.
No, because okay, we went into this movie thinking that this shit was gonna be fire.
I had such like good nostalgia of this film.
But,
Like the Pokemon movie, I had a little bit of nostalgia for it, but this Giratina movie, I must have watched like so many times, man.
uh, yeah, but then you're watching it and you're like, really, how much happens?
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
movie has interesting moments. The Garatina of the other world, Shaman. It doesn't really all come together the way I wish it did, the way I remember it. Every time
I
they were in the other world, I was more interested in what was happening than what was happening in the above world.
yeah, I mean, I gotta think. I feel like I gotta rewatch this movie because like I'm like thinking back to it now, and I'm like, damn, some of the shit's kind of cool, but like I,
Reggie
because there's
Giga shows up.
yeah, Reggie shows up to stop the glacier that's happening because I mean it's because of the villain Zero.
Yeah, Zero.
He's got a big old ship, and he captures Giratina to use him as a reverse world portal so he can destroy reality or something like that. I don't know. Um, he's like the weakest part of the movie.
Yeah.
I think like in terms of like settings, this movie is like some of the strongest. Like the reverse world is so cool, with, like all its weird gravity and the look of it. I think like the whole ship, Zero ship and everything is like one of the
Hmm.
better like big big mechanical ships that we get in these movies. And Sinnoh is obviously just really pretty, the mountains of Sinnoh, but like in terms of plot, it's just yeah, not a whole lot happens. It just doesn't
It
come
just,
together
yeah, it's
that
trying, because most of
well.
the film is like, okay, we start with Giratina in the other world, and we go into it so fast, but then when we come out of the other world, it's just taking Shaman to the flower field so that Shaman can turn into Giga Shaman.
Yeah.
That's not the name of him.
Giga,
Giga Shaman.
Giga Shaman.
But it feels like there should be a more pressing concern, considering there's like
Yeah.
Zero's trying to stop Giratina. Like it feels like there should be a higher stakes, but there really isn't. The
Yeah, it's just
glacier is the biggest thing that happens, and Regigigas just comes up and chads that shit.
yeah. Yeah, that scene was kind of cool. Um, but yeah, again, this film has like good moments, but it just doesn't come
Yeah,
together.
it just doesn't all come together.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Unfortunate. In
I
comparison, I think that the Arceus movie is better realized.
I also thought so.
Like,
I
I didn't remember too much about this film other than they go back to the past for a little bit.
right.
But watching it all sort of like telling a story that's a narrative between two time periods is really hard to do.
Um,
I mean, we've seen it. The fuck up was forever. I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
um, but this movie does it really well, and I think the twists of how stuff really went down in the past and how it affects the future and how Ash changes the future. It comes really to interesting together.
Yeah, I thought Arceus was actually a really good character. Um, he was like one of my favorite talking legendaries in this because it makes
Yeah,
sense that he can talk since he
I mean
is
he's
like
God.
God. Yeah. His voice actor's pretty good too. Um,
We also
uh,
see Pokemon in the past, sort of like I mean we have Legends Arceus now. That's so funny that that game's called that now. But we have this glimpse in that game to how humans used to treat Pokemon. But this was like one of the first takes in the anime way
mhm.
before, because when they go to the past, humans don't trust Pokemon. They have them chained up. They have them. At,
Yeah, they have him in these like suits.
yeah,
Oh,
there isn't that bond yet between human and Pokemon, um,
yeah.
as strong.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
this is one of the basically one of the only movies that touches on that subject.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's like it's got some of the like it's got the same like Dialga, Palkia, and like Giratina beefing in this movie, and I feel like it some has some of the best of that in this movie, and it doesn't. It only has like a little bit of it, which is
yeah,
like just the right amount,
mm-hmm.
because that's like one of the biggest problems is like in the previous two is like they just keep showing it, and it just keep is like okay, I've seen this like I get it, guys, but then
Yeah,
in this I use it like a little bit, and it's like damn, that's kind of cool,
mm-hmm.
and then you're done with it, and then you get onto the actual plot, and then of course the whole mystery with the art with Arceus and everything is a lot of fun. It's pretty intriguing. The past is really interesting setting. Um, yeah, and like just every all it
Yeah,
all comes
and
together.
it wraps up the last two films in a way
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
mention
and portray
how
it.
the stuff with Doggy and Pianka. There's a scene where Giratina is trying to save somebody, but he's still stuck in the other world.
Mm, right.
Um, and it's just like it's just a cool trilogy sort of scenario here, that
Hmm.
Arceus was able to pull off.
Yeah, they
Was
kind of all pull together pretty well.
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
yeah,
Good movie.
good film. Zorak.
So,
Hmm.
um,
Do you remember this movie?
I remember enough
Shoot.
of it to call it like good, but then I'm like, I don't remember half of this movie. I remember liking it.
I remember liking it too. They're good. I remember liking parts of this movie a lot.
Yeah, but just not that
But
much.
but I can't. Yeah, but I can't remember. I remember the ending was pretty alright.
I don't remember the ending at all.
Oh God.
um,
Huh. Wow, this was one of the more recent ones we watched too.
yeah, I know. I feel like the issue is this kind of marks like the
This
downhill.
is definitely the downhill of the Pokemon movies.
Because like the Sinnoh movies were like doing something unique. They were doing their own thing. Nice little trilogy there. But then from here, it's just kind of like I feel
Yeah,
like it's
this
almost like episodic. Uh,
technically is a Gen 4 movie,
technically is, yeah, I forgot.
but it's the start of the Gen 5 films, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, this.
I guess there was like mystery or illusion, the
Yeah, I
legendary
mean the
dogs.
legend, Zoroark was running around as Entei and Suicune and them causing
Yeah.
fake damage, to try and scare
Oh,
the
yeah.
people.
Right, because they were trying to scare the people away because there was a
I don't fucking
like a
remember.
life seed or something. Because like the villains were trying to use the Zoroark. They were threatening the Zoroark with the Zorua.
This
Um,
this is really, yeah, this is really the point where you start to feel the fatigue that you're now watching all the Pokemon movies.
yeah,
Cause I mean, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. We're gonna be on a downward trend for a little bit here.
yeah,
With
yeah.
some little highlights, but mostly just. I mean, we might as well just move on. Yeah, Zoroark is forgettable. We're having trouble here. So let me just do this real quick. Yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah, basically.
Basically,
God,
um, I don't.
um,
Maybe are these? I don't know if these deserve straight trash.
no, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think they're mid, honestly. Because I remember a decent amount of it, but it's not super interesting. Um,
Yeah.
the biggest thing I remember about it is the fact that there's two different scores for each
Mm.
movie.
There's two different scores. I mean, that's the biggest thing. There's shiny Pokemon differences in each. Um,
Yeah.
Whenever somebody walks down a hallway to the left in one movie, they walk down the right hallway in the other movie, which is so fucking stupid. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that, bro?
Some scenes are just flipped. There's a few scenes that just aren't in either movie, like aren't in one or the other. It's like why?
Who
I
who
don't
was
know.
like, oh guys, we're making double the money on the games. We can make double the money on the movies. Think about the potential. It,
Oh,
it, it
yeah.
like, okay. I mean, like, I'm glad it failed probably. Cause what a whack idea. This is not the same. I mean, I think the games having two has been obsolete for a long ass time as
Yeah,
well.
it's
But
enough thing.
it just is what it is now. There's nothing we can do because Game Freak keeps making hella money off of two games, so it's whatever.
Yeah. There's no reason for this movie to be two.
No, there is no reason for this movie to be two.
Um, I think the setting is pretty fun. I
I
think
think
Victini is a lot of fun.
White is the canon one because N should have Reshiram,
True.
but he does. I don't know.
I don't know. N wasn't even in the
No, he
movies.
wasn't. There's a fight. They go to space for a little bit. There's a part
What?
where they're about to freeze. I kind of
Oh
remember.
yeah, because the sword. It's the giant
Yeah,
floating
the
sword.
giant sword. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this is kind of mid. All right, you know what? This does deserve the mid spot. Now now that I'm remembering some of these plot points, it
Yeah, it's like it's kind of cool,
it
but
does
just not.
low key edge above heroes. I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victini's cute as a legend, as a mythical. Um,
All right.
yeah, I don't really got much else to say about that one. Films.
Let's try
What
that
is this?
back.
Oh, the Kirim.
The Kirim, it's got like
Cal-
it's forgettable, man. I mean, like I can't even really say that because the plot is really simple. I mean,
like I can remember the plot, and I wasn't paying attention to
I
half the
can
movie.
remember exactly. We weren't even paying attention to this movie, and we already. I could tell you the plot.
Yeah,
So
I could try to
technically,
figure
it
the plot out.
isn't forgettable, but it's also the most forgettable in that way.
Yeah. It's just Kiram or Keldeo wants to challenge Kira.
Calio, because he wants to unlock his sword of justice.
Yep. And these three masters, these three trainers, Cobalion, Versian, and Terrakion, are just like, no,
Don't
you're
do
not
it.
ready.
You're not
Don't do
ready.
it, man. And then he
And
goes and
then he goes to do it. He
gets his
gets
ass beat.
folded.
He gets folded by Kira. And then he goes back and he meets Ash and whatever. And
Yeah, and then Kirima's on his ass the whole movie. Like,
yeah, Kira just kind of keeps chasing his ass. I forgot.
yeah, Kirima's just on his ass the whole movie. Fight back, Caldio. That's all I gotta say. Until he does fight back at the end of the movie.
Yep. Um. And yeah, then he fights back, and and then Kiram's like, "All right, you're cool."
I mean, the way he almost like kind of. I'm not gonna say kills because nobody ever really dies in any of these movies. But
Yeah.
like when he like freezes some of his mentor Pokemon. I forget the legendaries right now. It's just thinking about a few
Yeah.
moments
Yeah.
here, but there's a couple moments in this film, but it's mostly
Mhm.
just it's just like whatever.
Yes. Okay. I guess.
you know,
Yeah, it's just forgettable. Like it's memorable, but not really.
yeah,
I don't know. It's so simple.
yeah. Anyways, Genesect movie. Don't worry about the
Uh,
placement too much. Just know
yeah.
that this movie is straight. This movie is like straight action the entire way through, but it's so fucking boring.
Yes, man. It's like the conflict isn't even that like interesting. It's like, oh, the Genesects have been reincarnated. I mean, I guess that's kind of interesting. They've been reincarnated, and they're like trying to go back to their ancestral home from when they were before they were
Yeah,
resurrected.
before they were resurrected.
Um, but like, and then they just kind of start like taking over a park.
Yeah.
And there's an evil Genesect who's like, uh,
Fuck
humans, and some of
humans.
the Genesects are good, and they're like, I kind of don't mind these guys.
It's the plot of
Um,
Morbius. No,
it's basically.
it's basically the plot of Morbius. It's got some Morbius action scenes in here too.
Oh my
Cause
god!
then
And then
Mewtwo comes
they're-
in and he's like, I feel your pain. I am also created from humans. Missed opportunity first off because this is not the same Mewtwo from the first movie. When they easily could have made it the first, like
easily could have.
it would have been like that fucking clickbait would have been so huge, and
It's so big,
it
man.
honestly would have made this movie a lot better.
No, it would have. It really would have, because we could have gotten like some.
Fan service at least. Throw me a bone.
But nah, nah. It's just kind of different
It's
Mewtwo.
mid action. Fraligator uses not a single water move. He uses flamethrower the entire damn movie. That's one of the parts I remember the most, just because I was like, "What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is going on?"
uh,
And when
I mean,
that's
some of the Mewtwo versus Genesect stuff was like kind of cool, but not really. I don't
nah,
know.
it's Morbius fights, and you have like I'm telling you, bro, it's Morbius fights, and I hate it. I hate that.
God, it was just straight action for the last like 30 minutes of the
It
movie.
was so boring. It was so ridiculous.
It's-
I'm like, and then you start to wonder because one of the guys goes off and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna solve this issue," and he's gone for 30 minutes, and I'm like, "How long did it take you to fucking use a computer for? Damn."
God. Uh, what a movie, man. What a movie.
uh, yeah, mid. All right,
What is this one? Just the Diancie movie?
this is the Diancie and the Kakuna Legend movie. I think it's mid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, it was better than the previous two,
yeah, for
but
sure.
to yeah, I don't. Uh,
Not by I mean, like, okay, so the Diancie stuff was fun. I think this movie, some of these last few movies have been lacking that sort of fun mix blend, I guess. Pokemon movies
yeah,
have a little bit of fun in them for a little bit.
Yeah.
before shit hits the fan. And this movie, I think, does that pretty well. And this is the first movie we get to see the X and Y cast, so it was nice for me as an anime fan to see Serena and I forget his name. Now I feel like a poser.
Um,
Clement.
Moment, right.
Clement and his little sister sort of interact with Dianthy. Um,
Yeah, that was like, yeah, Diancy's fun. She's a pretty fun Pokemon. She was a fun character for the most
yeah.
part. Um, I don't remember what the conflict
All
was. There
right.
were
So Dianthy needs to make the crystals
Yeah, she was
uh,
making
in
jewels.
order to contain Yveltal from coming out because he's in one of the jewels.
Oh, I forgot about
Uh,
Yveltal. I forgot about that whole part of the movie.
and then so she's on her quest to find Xerneas to learn
To
how to
teach
make the
her, yeah.
jewels. When in fact, I mean, this is all for. I remember this movie a lot. It was all foreshadowed earlier. All she needed to do was put her heart into it, because she makes a jewel for Bonnie, and that jewel stays whole for the entire movie.
Mhm.
And that's when she learns. Blah blah blah. This movie is weird because Xerneas is entirely CG, but Yveltal is entirely hand drawn,
That's what was really funny.
which is just like a really
Oh my god. I forgot Yveltal just ices a bunch of people,
no,
like
oh
just
my,
straight up
no,
kills
people.
them.
Okay, also, this movie has the quickest romance I've ever seen in possibly all of anime. Because
Yeah.
there are three villains in this movie, and it's sort of a throwback to the first Pokemon movie where they have all the three starters fully evolved.
Right.
One of the persons pretends to be a good person. The other two are just after the INC the whole movie. It's a guy and a girl. And literally
Yeah.
right before they die, they confess their love to each other. And then they die holding. They obviously don't die. They turn into stone,
Yeah.
holding each other in their arms. It should have fucking killed them because Yveltal was icing this forest. Like the trees did not come back after he was done. Like
No.
it was just the people. But
God, they. Oh my God.
yeah, you know what? I might have to put it in good just for you know what. GG go next. Honestly, holy shit! After just remembering that final act.
The final act, and then the end credit scene when this
No,
man walks into
this
her
man.
work.
She gets chewed out by her boss first.
Gets chewed out by her
And he
boss.
walks in full suit. She's wearing her fucking work clothes, just like generic work clothes. He walks in full suit. And he gets down on one knee and proposes to her.
Doesn't say
What?
one word.
What the?
Just walks in, proposes. It's like what?
This is. You couldn't find a better opportunity to propose. I get you all are in love, but like at least take her out to dinner first. God damn.
God, yeah, all the jewel thieves, and then there's that one like, uh, yeah, it was it was weird movie. Not, I don't think I'd put it in good,
Yeah, maybe
but
not. But you know, it's a top
it's yeah, yeah, maybe below the Giratina, but just yeah, wow, what a movie,
What a
what a
fucking.
movie.
Oh my god. Speaking of what a fucking movie.
Oh my
Hoopa
god,
Clash of Ages
what who wrote this movie?
is all action done better in a way. Like if the Genesect movie was straight trash because the action was hella boring, at least Hoopa keeps you interested the entire time.
Yeah, Hoopa was like, they're just like, oh yeah, you want to see all your favorite legendaries? Here you go.
Yeah, you want to see all your favorite legendaries get clapped by Hoopa? Holy,
Hoopa's literally just pulling like legendaries out of portals just to fight them.
just to fight them. It's really funny. Honestly, it's a really funny movie to watch.
It is a really
In a
funny
in a very meta way. It has its genuine moments. I like the two characters that Hoopa was with. Also, they're like Jesus. Oh, hold on. I fucking just remembered this plot point. The two kids that I grew up with Hoopa have Jesus powers. Um.
They do.
um.
There's magic for some
Yeah,
reason.
I don't know how else to put that. Um. And the final act is interesting because Hoopa has to go through one of its own portals, which it can't do.
Right.
Because fucking oh yeah, reality was collapsing in on itself. It had it only at a very specific spot in the town.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I don't
Because
remember
Hoopa
why.
was yeah, because Hoopa was trying to contain her anger. I think something like that because of the clash of ages,
Yeah.
the clash between the two Hoopas. Because there ended up being two Hoopas in this movie.
Yeah, because there's one angry Hoopa, evil Hoopa, and then one mm, just Hoopa. Um.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah. It was. It's pretty.
it was fine.
It was fine. It was a fun movie, if nothing else. The plot wasn't super exciting, but
Yeah,
got to see Hoopa clapping some fucking legendaries, so cool.
yeah. I gotta put this one in good call. I just gotta tell you that right now. Well, Kanine and the other person. What's this movie called? I don't remember. Um,
Magirna.
Bagheera. I gotta give this movie the dubs for Pokemon Love? Question mark.
True. True.
Volcanian poles? Question mark.
Um, I
Also, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
just respect because Volcanion is the Pokemon who talks in this film, and it's not Magearna, and I think that's it's like it's so refreshing to have an old guy talk to us instead of just a young child of a Pokemon.
I mean, what did we got that with Zorua, Keldeo, uh, Hoopa,
Diancie.
Diancie, that one Genesect, um, like almost all of them.
Yeah,
In the last while of all the movies. I mean, Shaman obviously, but it's like, jeez.
but
So yeah, having an old man Pokemon was refreshing, I will say.
yeah, and Volcanion was fun. Ash was stuck to him for like half the film in a very confusing belt scenario where Ash kept changing. It wouldn't bother me so much, but Ash kept changing his clothes the entire movie, and every time the belt was still on top. How do you? How do you?
Just pulled through, man. Just pulled it through the.
Nah, he put on a whole fucking armor set. Uh,
That's true.
and then the belt was on top of the armor set. I don't understand. I don't understand what was happening with that. But um, I can't remember the villain all that much. But I do remember it just being generally sad when he took Magearna's heart, and then Meows's narration made that shit way more sadder than it needed to be.
Uh, yeah.
Because he was like, her heart is screaming out in pain. She's suffering. And this mouse was on the verge of tears explaining all this shit to us.
It was that like old guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like an old guy who was like the advisor of the prince of a kingdom. Um,
Yeah.
and the prince thought he was doing, his kingdom a favor by reviving this old technology, but it was essentially a Death Star that this man was trying to revive.
Yeah, I don't.
Uh, that the
I
old
don't
creator was like, yeah, this is too dangerous. Um, but yeah,
yeah.
just for those moments, I had a lot of fun with this film. Um,
Yeah, I suppose. I I liked it, but just not like that much, I guess. It was still kind of just mid to me.
yeah,
Um, definitely liked it more than Hoopa. I don't know if I liked it more than Diancie, but it
yeah.
was pretty solid.
All right,
All right, now on to
strikes up. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just. I don't know. I'm not even finna.
I
You
don't
know
even
what?
know.
Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't even know. Um,
Yeah, I think like 90% of this movie is really good.
this movie
Um,
is just really funny to make fun of very specific moments.
yeah, again, 90% of this movie really good. Just a retelling of
This is a reboot of the movie franchise. Like they just said, you know what? I'm glad. They just said, you know what? Fuck this. Trying to. I'm surprised they didn't try this sooner because all these movies tie into the anime in
Uh-huh.
one way or another. Like all of them fit within the anime timeline. Okay, I'm not gonna say actually. Most of them fit within the anime timeline, which so they have to fit with the current Ash, which is really hard to do. I feel like.
Yeah.
And so they finally did away with it and just started. You know what? Let's just start from scratch. And they did I Choose You, which retells the Kanto section of Ash's story.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I like the movie because it wasn't. I mean, it could have been so easy to just go with the nostalgia bait, have Misty and Brock be in this film. Um,
Yeah.
but we got two new friend characters that I ended up enjoying a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and this movie had for like for being the start of Ash's journey. I thought it was pretty cool to see how it is the Pokemon world has come so far, and there's Pokemon from all the regions in this movie.
Yeah, that is really cool. Um, yeah, you get to like you get to see a lot, just a lot more like in this movie. This movie just it's just it's fun. It's kind of just you get to go through Ash's adventure, but like in a more like again there's like a lot more for him to explore and whatnot. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Kind of struggling for words here.
yeah,
Um, but I like the whole adventure bit. I like him meeting these trainers, and then the fact that he doesn't stick with them in the end. It's like, yo, what?
yo, we get to actually move on and meet new characters. Um, yeah. Also, this movie, in comparison, I mean, like, holy fuck. I don't know why it took this long because X and Y the anime looks really good, but the X and Y movies don't look that great. Man, the animation is breathtaking in this film, just comparatively, bro. Holy crap!
No, animation is amazing in this movie.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, and again, I like most of this movie except for that final act. The final act is just
Strange,
it's just weird. It's
just
like,
strange. Ash dies again, like in the first movie, I guess. Call back.
yep, he
Pikachu
does.
talks to him, actual human words.
Yep.
Ash, Thanos, like reverse Thanos is himself back into existence.
God, what?
It is very strange. And in the middle of the movie, there's a section where Ash gets sent to the real world for like 2 seconds, in a dream. But just that sentence is so funny.
it's so that whole sequence is so funny because it's like damn, what if I was in the real world with no Pokemon? Imagine how depressing that would
Imagine
be.
how sad that would be. Okay,
Imagine
thanks, man, for making me feel bad.
thanks movie, thanks
Thanks.
movie.
You know exactly why I hate my life, movie. Damn.
It's so funny.
Oh, but
Marshadow is also a weird villain too.
yeah, but
Kind of just I don't know.
it's a solid first start to the new trilogy
Yeah,
to the new forever as of now. We don't know how. I mean, I don't think Pokemon movies will ever stop, but
yeah, I don't know. As long as they make money.
as long as they make money. Although I think there's a chance that Ash will stop being the main character of the movies. Don't quote me on that, but the way Pokemon animations are going now, where they're letting animators really do what they want in the Pokemon world. I'm
Yeah,
saying
I
we
mean,
got we got a lot of good Pokemon animations now. The Hisuian stuff started. All the Sword and Shield animations hit.
mm-hmm.
So I mean we're in a very different spot now than we were when
Yeah,
Ash reigned supreme in the Pokemon universe.
yeah, 20 years.
But that being said,
Power
going
of
into the second
Us.
movie in the new reboot series, the power of us reigns supreme. Holy shit!
It's uh, man, I don't know if I'd put it above 2000, but it's just a different movie.
Nah, it's
It,
a built
it's
different film, bro.
it's an actual movie.
Loki, yeah.
Like most of these movies, it's like, again, compare them to like an actual movie, and it's like, they're
Yeah,
like
they're okay.
7 out of 10. Power of Us is like an actual like 8 out of 10 movie, like just straight
Nah,
up.
genuinely, bro, genuinely. This movie, I mean the name is cheesy, but it is what it is, man. This movie's about meeting a group of people and how they all come together to overcome themselves.
Yeah,
Like this, so like it's so relatable. It's so down to earth. These people have genuine problems that you would see in the real world.
yeah, all these characters are like just you can relate to them. It's just like, oh man, this one uncle who wants to impress his niece, so he keeps
Niece,
like lying to her that she's like the best Pokemon trainer. But
this,
then it gets like too big for him because
yeah,
it's like he's just trying too
yeah.
hard.
Yeah, the story of an older sister who's doing something for her little brother and in the process connects with a Pokemon in a way that she wasn't expecting. Uh
Yeah, her and her whole like she got injured for track, so she had to quit track, and she was unconfident in herself.
yeah. Um I this is also the first Pokemon, probably the only Pokemon movie that has genuine deaths in it. And, and you
Oh
might be
my god,
thinking,
yeah.
oh, what do you mean? Oh yeah, they just killed a Snubble in this fucking film. Holy shit, it is the most like, okay, well there's no actual gore or violence, but like this man just like gets like the implications is strong with this movie. Oh my god.
Like, yeah, old lady who's like scared of Pokemon now because
She's not scared of Pokemon. She hates
she's
Pokemon.
yeah, she just doesn't want to get close to them because
Because
again
her Snubble died in front of her from a factory explosion, and it got engulfed in flames, saving the key to the factory, and throwing it back to her, and she reaches her hand, and she wears a glove the whole film because her hand got burnt trying to save her Snubble. I listen, oh my god, bro.
that moment is so like, oh my god.
If you need a movie to watch, like if you're gonna watch any of these movies, watch this one.
Yeah, you can pretty much watch Power of Us like without any like if you know
Yeah.
Ash, that's it. That's all you just
Yeah,
need
if
to
you know
know.
Pokemon, honestly, because I mean, just Ash is here. I mean, Ash honestly plays a minor role in the scheme of things. I mean,
Yeah.
not really, but he motivates them. He pushes people forward. But that's really the biggest role he plays, I think.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, this movie is really fucking good.
It's really good, man. It's really good. Like the main conflict in the movie isn't even like the focus of it really. It's it's just something that
Yeah,
happens.
it's just something that
Something that the
happens.
characters have to overcome. It's like it's just good, man. It's a good movie.
Yep. And
All
as a
right,
follow up, we got Coco,
Coco.
or The
Um,
Secret of the Jungle if you're American or some shit.
uh,
We just watched this movie very, very recently. And I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I think I really enjoyed it, but I don't know. It feels like a downgrade from the Power of Us, and
it definitely
it
is.
does not
Definitely.
live up to what the Power of Us was. But that's
No.
not to say that it was a bad film. I really liked it. I mean, it basically you guys like if you like Tarzan, you like this movie.
That's the that's like my main issue with this movie is it just feels very derivative.
It's very Tarzan, almost
Very
to a T in a way.
like it's just Tarzan but Pokemon, and it's like I mean, I guess it's kind of cool, kind of neat, but yeah, it's just like it's a good story, but it's just like something I feel like I've seen like 3 or 4 times done before.
Mm.
Uh, you know, and then there's of course the scientist guy who's like,
Oh my god, he's deranged. He might be the most deranged Pokemon villain I've ever seen.
It might be. Just straight up murder
Yeah,
people.
okay. What is with these reboot films and not being scared to show deaths? Because this man pushed Mr. Tarzan, Coco's family, like got them in a car crash, pushed them off a bridge basically. So Coco got swept down the river, and that's how he ended up being the Tarzan character. And then his parents died in that car accident, and they did have to go extra mode with it. But when this man was walking away from the scene, the car exploded behind him. I was like, "On God!"
Oh my god. Um, and like the thing about the villain was like the villain kind of had a point, but
He was too deranged.
like it was like because it was like there was like the healing tree. The tree could heal injuries, but then they figured out like, oh yeah, it's the habitat of the Zarude, so we can't touch it. It's like just move the Zarude somewhere else, man. This tree can cure cancer. Like,
Nah, yeah, I mean, I guess what you're saying, but also just
like
I don't know, man. Just fucking just tell the Zarude to set up shop. Honestly, at the end of the movie, they're kind of vibing. Just tell them to be
yeah,
like the
just
rude doctors. Imagine getting checked up by a Zarude, and then that motherfucker hits you with a vine, and you're cured. Like, just do
yeah,
that. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know, man. Like, just the villain was just like
He was just
obviously
too
the
sick
villain.
with it, bro.
Yeah, no, the villain was obviously like completely wrong with it, but like what he was actually trying to do was like f- f- like somewhat reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, he was. Honest, I don't know, man. He was trying to save lives, I guess, but he was killing lives in the process. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like I guess I don't remember what the motivation was fully. I mean, I think he was in it for the glory more than trying to genuinely help people was the message. But still,
I don't know. I don't know.
but either way, I still enjoyed Coco's development.
Yeah,
And
Coco
there,
was a pretty fun character, actually.
and watching him be a baby was extremely cute. I really enjoyed that part of the movie. I
Understandable.
might go back and rewatch just that part of the movie sometime.
Just Coco and
Because that
Zarude.
might have been might have been like my favorite part of the film, just in
That
general.
was a fun part. That was a fun part.
um, but there was some genuine I really like the relationship between Coco and Zarude.
Yeah.
The titular Zarude.
Yeah, the Zarude. There's
The
multiple Zarude,
Zarude.
which
Um,
it's kind of weird.
I had some really
Um,
touching moments. Also, this movie, Ash talks about his father, which excuse
that's
me.
true. Yeah, it's like first of all, it's like Dad earlier. Ash mentioned a line as like, oh man, families are complicated or something. I'm like, what do you know about a
What do
family,
you?
Ash? And then he starts talking about his father, and I'm like, what?
What? You're on God. Loki, if we had seen Ash's dad in this movie, this might have been like an S+ tier, bro.
This might have, yeah,
On
this might
just
have,
that alone. I've been waiting
might
20.
have,
This man's more deadbeat than Gene. How do you do that?
man has literally never like.
What is he doing? Is he gonna be? Yeah, when Pokemon eventually ends, because I don't know if it's gonna be infinite. At least when Ash's journey comes to an end, maybe at the end of Pokemon Journeys, that'd be funny. Uh, when Ash's journey comes to, is his dad just gonna be the champ, like of the world, Mount Silver style?
World champ. Is he Red? Is Red Ash's dad?
No,
Because that shit is
I
crazy,
don't know,
man.
but like, where has this man been for the past 40+ years?
I don't know.
Ash is now traveling all the regions, revisiting again and meeting all his friends again. Still no father. Where the fuck is this man at? This man's.
I mean, now that we know he's alive and not dead,
I'm not dead. I mean, honestly, this man's in Scarlet and Violet already. This man's ahead of the game.
man's beat the game like right now.
Man saw the extra trailer that dropped today. I just dated this video. This man, this man saw the trailer that dropped today and was like, "Oh, I already explored the entire region. That's crazy."
Oh man, yeah, okay, cool. Region done.
Region's done. Low diff. Let me move on to the next one.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. Sort of went on a tangent about Ash's father there for a second. Unnecessary. Good
Yep.
film. It doesn't quite reach legendary. If it was just the baby parts, it might have been legendary for me. But
Yeah. I mean, for me, if it wasn't so derivative of Tarzan, it could have been better, but could have been higher.
but
But
yeah, the animation was really good.
yeah, animation
Um,
was solid. It was tight story. I would
yeah,
say.
it was a well paced movie. I will say.
Mm.
It's still like I don't know. You'd still probably enjoy it more than 2000 Destiny Deoxys and okay, well more than the Man of You movie. The Man of You movie is an acquired taste. Uh,
Yeah, I wouldn't put it above the other two, but
yeah, I mean, just like for a general audience, I feel like nowadays, I mean, it is a modern film.
mhm,
Um,
mhm.
um, but yeah, it's just a solid film. And that's all the movie is. I mean, oh my god.
Yeah, God, just,
The 2 year
2 years,
journey.
2 years,
Was
man.
it worth it? Fuck
Was it?
no. Oh my god. Can I say it? God, I've been waiting so long to go on this fucking rant. Hell no, dude. Do not want. Like, okay, I fucking love Pokemon, bro. And I love the Pokemon anime. And
Yeah.
I will stand by that. You know what? You can watch the anime and enjoy it all the way through. As long as you pace yourself. But honestly, even over 2 years, some of these movies are straight garbage. I can't.
No, man. Like, I was like excited to do it by the like for the first like 10 maybe, but there's so many of them, and then again by the end of them, it's like good. Like, some of these are just ass, man.
Good
It's like
lord, man. If it
it's,
was, I'm glad they rebooted these fucking films. Because if it wasn't for the goddamn reboot films, oh my god, I would never recommend any Pokemon film ever again to anybody.
none of the new ones, man, because it's just got so formulaic near the end there.
I
It's like
like. I am a little sad that we didn't get an X and Y film. But you know what? I will take the L's with the dubs in this situation.
yeah,
I'll take that small L for the massive dub that we got of these new films.
yeah. I'm sad that we didn't get a Sun and Moon movie in the Sun and Moon style because I really like the Sun and Moon style. But
Yeah,
just yeah, the new timeline is also just like so much
just
better than just the
massively
old movies, man.
better. They're not held back by any of the people Ash is traveling with.
Nope.
Honestly,
Nope.
like I said, I think they should just ditch Ash at this point. And make solid
Yeah.
animated Pokemon theatrical releases, man. I'm just saying, like, ditch Ash and we have potential. The Power of Us doesn't need Ash in it, to be quite honest with you.
Really does not. It
Same,
really
honestly, same thing with Coco because they said, you know what, they set up Coco to be. He's going on a journey now.
he is.
What if the next movie's just? I might be onto something.
I don't know about that one,
Yeah, I
but
don't know about that one, but you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
We can ditch Ash. He can stay to the anime. I know they're never gonna get rid of him, but you know what? The movies now, I think Pokemon's huge enough for you. You fucking don't need Ash to sell a movie anymore, dude.
No, no, you can. They can. Pokemon's so big that you don't need Ash, man. Like, yeah, especially nowadays.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the next movie will be, and
Hmm.
we will be watching it. 100%.
Definitely would be. Will we make a video about it? Who knows?
It depends on how good the movie is,
True.
but yeah, that's the Pokemon movies.
Yep.
I
Every single Pokemon movie, minus Detective Pikachu. We didn't.
Minus Detective. Yeah, okay. Well, I can just. It's an alright film. I'll just say that. That's all. That's my rating on Detective Pikachu. It's fine.
Right.
It would rate in the mid to good section of this list probably for me if I were to rank it on
Alright. Yeah, that's fair.
here. Yeah, probably it would go in the good. It would go in the good.
Yeah, it'd definitely be good, but
Yeah, but I don't know. It's its own thing.
For sure.
I would like to see another attempt at a live action Pokemon film. I'm sad that the sequel got canceled.
Did it?
Yeah, we live in a world where Sonic blew up and Detective Pikachu didn't. That just feels kind of strange to me. Cause honestly, the first Detective Pikachu I like more than the first Sonic movie.
That's fair.
But
Uh,
yeah, we're getting hella off track here. I should end
yeah,
this
we're getting very off track.
video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you like Pokemon. There might be more Pokemon videos coming.
Alright. Who
Maybe. Who
knows?
knows what my little dumbass will do if
Yeah.
I ever get around to doing it properly. Uh,
No,
but that's just
content is very inconsistent.
yeah.
Oh
Thanks for
well.
watching. Um,
Thanks for watching.
goodbye. Goodbye. That's it. Later.